They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target. Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Ready, set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
18,
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 59 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On first down, Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 30 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Here we go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Okay, break. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Ready. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
On the jump.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Cut 19. Cut 19 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Hurts. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
We're going to give this to Mixon. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
12.
handoff, running left, Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Burrow looking to pass. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
11.
it's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing is Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Hurts will throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 11 MT take. 11 MT take. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Come on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Randall.
Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.